All right, so we're going to talk about bracing the body, bracing your musculature with functional activities. And think of, from the moment you get up out of bed to the moment you go to bed, all day your skeleton, your musculoskeletal system, your muscles and tendons, ligaments are all working hard to perform activities. And I think awareness of what we should be doing with different movements can only help us be stronger and maintain those abilities with more control over our body as we get older. So let's just take an example of you know getting up out of bed in the morning. So commonly we just pop right up. A good way to do it is to just roll on your side and contract those abs and then drop those legs off the bed and just use your arms to push yourself up to sitting. So that kind of activity we think about your abs when you get up. Some of you can do home exercises that you've been instructed to do first thing in the morning before you even get up out of bed. Different movements, pulling your knees to your chest and things like that if you've been instructed to do that, and just kind of get loose. And then when you get up out of bed, contract those abs. So from there, you're on your feet and you're walking around. And the first thing to think about with that is, to get on your feet and just get that back straight. Maybe stand in position for a minute or two and straighten that spine nice and straight, and get that head up and hold that head up straight and lock those knees straight and just let your body accustom itself to being on your feet. And then once you start walking, make sure you point your toes straight ahead. So you want right off the bat, walk heel to toe and point those toes straight ahead, and tell your legs this is the way we're going to activate our musculature from the moment we get up out of bed. And then let's say from there, what else do we do? So brushing your teeth, get to that sink and hold that head straight, and bend forward from your trunk. Keep your chest up as you bend forward instead of just slumping over and straining your spine right off the bat. Keep that chest up and keep that head straight, and grab that toothbrush and just try to relax this muscle up here called the upper trapezius when you're brushing your teeth. So right off the bat, hold that back straight and just engage that shoulder blade. Keep that shoulder blade back a little bit, and then engage that rotator cuff and pull it down to the socket, and then start doing your teeth brushing or combing your hair and things like that. So just something to think about with that. And then again, so getting in the shower, washing your hair, you do this movement where you need rotation and abduction at the shoulders. And I would think about is keep that chest nice and high again. Let those shoulder blades pull back on the rib cage and on the thorax. Try not to activate these upper trapezius muscles too much up here from the neck to the shoulder just at the beginning of the day, so you get yourself posturally engaged right off the bat. And then sitting down at the table for breakfast, feet shoulder width apart and knees a little bent with your feet flat on the floor, and engage those abs in that core a little bit. Abs sides and back is your mid core, and then maybe contract those glutes a little bit sitting there and engage that core, and then do what you need to do and eat that meal. Keep that head nice and straight and keep those shoulders kind of braced back a little bit. So just a few things to think about with functional activities. We've talked about things around the house. So standing at the kitchen sink, washing dishes. We want to just let those knees unlock a little bit, and brace those shoulders back a little bit, and just engage that body a little bit, and then just start doing your activities like the washing the dishes and the drying and everything with your knees bent in that little mini squat position. So that's going to activate more core control, get those abs warmed up, and activate that core for the rest of your day. So just some things to think about there. And of course we talked about when we're bending forward, I would rather have you sit down and bring your knee up to your chest to tie your shoes versus bending over and straining your spine at the beginning of the day. Sitting to do that, and then when you put on your pants and things like that, you basically have to balance on one foot, so that's a nice balance activity right off the bat. And I'm sure we all kind of lost balance once or twice being tired trying to put our pants on in the morning, and I always would laugh at that, if that ever happened to me through the years. And so that's just a good way to start the day. And just engaging your body throughout the day. Sit to stand, getting up out of a chair, contract that core, scoot to the forward edge of the seat a little bit, enough where you have your hips still on there. But the closer to your seat, the better, or the closer to the edge of your seat, the better. That way you can, get the momentum and have those knees a little bit bent under you and those feet flat, and then drive yourself up to standing and practice that kind of thing as well. It's a great exercise. And then being careful getting in and out of your truck or car, engage those abs, and be careful. Put on your seat belt, lean back and pull those shoulder blades back when you grab for that seat belt, and protect yourself a little bit. And just things like reaching up into the cupboard and grabbing a glass. Relax those upper trapezius muscles and just kind of keep that back straight and step closer to your glass so you don't have to overreach your shoulder. Another thing to think about. So just some functional activity training. Think of those things. Watch this video a few times and kind of get those in your head. And thanks so much.